Hello everybody, this is Luke Godzilla fan, and yes, I am doing another collection update. It's a miracle, isn't it? Well, I've been absent for the last few months because I was moving from Honduras to Germany, and this is now my new room. It's very awesome, but I'm not gonna show a lot of it right now because the point of this video is a collection update. And yes, this is my TV and Wii and GameCube, whatever. And the first thing I want to point out, I got a Game Boy player, and I play sometimes my Game Boy games on it, and it's really cool. But I didn't want to show it because I would have to unhook the thing from the TV, and I'm just too lazy to do this. So I just decided, just keep it in the shot, and it will count. Alright, so first, most of my audience likes Godzilla figures and Godzillas. There's not a lot of it this time around, but it's good enough to count. I was in Miami for almost 3 days? Yeah, 3 days. And I got this. I went to Toys R Us, I got the first Godzilla, and I got Godzilla 2004. These are all from the red boxes. I actually have all the boxes up here. They're really awesome. And I didn't feel like putting the red boxes down because, well, they're just boxes. Well, so here we have these two, and there's actually a weird thing about this figure. It came with this white thing here. Actually, I thought at first this looked stupid, but later I thought this looks kind of cool. Why? Well, because this is Godzilla 2004 from the movie Godzilla Final Wars. And in this movie he was frozen. Which, if this is still white, means there's still a piece of ice on him, which was kind of cool. So it's kind of movie accurate in terms of events, but not really in design. So yeah, that's everything, Godzilla figure I got. I'm not gonna get much Ultraman Godzilla anymore, not because I'm not into them anymore, just that I want to collect some other stuff. Movies, video games. I will eventually get more Godzilla figures. It really bothered me they did not have Mothra Leo or Mechagodzilla. I really want Mechagodzilla. The only good figures about Mechagodzilla there are the Chogokin ones and the really expensive ones, so you're never gonna get those. Too expensive. So now we're gonna move on to, let's move on to movies before we go on to video games. Because I got a bunch of movies. And I actually got something. I went into this store and they had this movie, which I already have it on DVD. It's a Godzilla film, and it's like, this is the Region 2 version in Germany. It's a special edition, not too special. It's the same stuff except in 2 CDs. The first CD is like the movie, and the second CD has the same one extras as the North American version, DVD of this Godzilla film. Except that it has like 1 or 2 extra, clips. One is the original Godzilla trailer, and the other is like a 7-minute something. I don't know. It doesn't come subtitled because that part is in Japanese, but I don't mind really. It's cool enough for me to own it. It is a DVD of Godzilla Final Wars. It's really awesome. And just to, a little bonus, let's open up this thing. It comes like that. Here's the back. It's in German, by the way. And this looks way better than the North American DVD. North American DVD is pretty boring. Good. Actually gonna have to put these things a little more in the back because there's more stuff coming. Right, there's more movies now. I got these when I went to Miami. Well, one of them I got here because it only cost €5, so I bought it because it's a pretty old movie. But first I bought this film. Well, actually my uncle said, well, he went with his cousins or his son and daughter, I don't remember, and well, he said, here's a credit card, you buy what you want. I decided not to pick expensive stuff. I'm not that, I don't want to make him charge a lot of money because the economical stuff in the US is really hard right now, so I don't want to make him lose too much money. So I bought, this film, which is pretty awesome. It's Terminator 2. And this is the Art Extreme DVD. It's Art Arnie. And this is the movie I bought here in here. I bought it here. It only cost €5, and to be honest, it's a pretty old movie, so I think €5 really justifies it. It is a 1931 film, I think. Yeah, 1931, and it's considered a very big classic among horror films or horror fans. And it's the original Dracula film, starring Bela Lugosi. I actually enjoyed this film. I mean, it's not as good as the Francis Coppola film that released in 1992, but that's because that one had more story to it. I like that one more, but this one is still a good classic. So now it's another Arnie film. You know, it's two films in one actually. It's Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer. This movie's awesome. I haven't watched Conan the Destroyer, but I have watched Conan the Barbarian, and it's fucking awesome, I tell you. Actually, I have a friend on YouTube who, I think his name was Kirk. He said that this year, Conan the Barbarian was his favorite film of all time. And I think he has a right to say that, because it's a great film. It has good story, good action, good music, and it's very good. Now, to be honest, I saved the best film for last. And some of you people will disagree with me. Some of you people like more action-type films, but I like drama films also. So I thought I would buy this movie. I actually rented it, and this movie was amazing. I mean, I was never the same again after watching this. Except the DVD is pretty shitty because you have to flip it to continue watching the film. The only versions that are not flipping it are the director's cut versions, which are horrible. I mean, I've not seen the director's cut, but I've seen a few clips or like a few images of it, and the extra scenes are pointless. Well, I'm just gonna show the film to you. It is winner of 8 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Amadeus. Now, this is just a movie about Mozart, but it's more than that. I mean, it's amazing. Actually, I watched it because I thought to myself, you know, winner of 8 Oscars. Let's see if it really is worthy of those 8 Oscars. And it is also Doug Walker's, aka the Nostalgia Critics. It's his second favorite film of all time. I would say it's also my second because this movie is just so amazing. I mean, the DVD itself is not, because you have to flip the shit around. You see, this is side A and side B is behind. I hate that shit. But the movie is amazing. I love it. Well, those were all the movies. So, well, we could go to video games now. So first, let me show this to you. A friend of my sister, or the boyfriend, yeah, it's the boyfriend. The boyfriend, he had some video game stuff, and he would give it to me. So, first of all, well, it's a bunch of manuals of games, and they're all in German, for the most part, and they're pretty cool. First, I got, you know, this. It's like a little paper thingy. It's like a promotion for a Nintendo 64, and it actually tells some weird stuff here. It says Yoshi's Island, or Yoshi's Story, was supposed to be called Yoshi's Island 64. And this is commonly believed to be true. That was originally meant to be called that. But it really wasn't. I read here, it says in German, that is still not the official title. So it was just the working title, contrary to popular belief that this was going to be the original title. And I got some manuals. Some Mario manual, Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Mario Party, Mario Golf, Mario Tennis. Just got them because they're Mario. But to be honest, the one that really captivated me was this one. It's the manual of The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Well, because this one's just amazing. He doesn't have the game anymore, but he had another game he gave me, which I'm going to show later here. And look, cool. This is amazing. Good. Now, let's first show this. You've already seen this unboxing. I erased it because it was really shitty, because my sister ruined it. She opened it before I actually wanted to unbox it. So, the 3DS wasn't real inside. Okay, I just spoiled it. I have the Nintendo 3DS. It's amazing. The 3D is real, people. It's real. You can't say, oh, it's not real. I haven't seen it. It is real. But I can't prove it to you. It is real. So, speaking of 3DS, I got some DS and 3DS games. First, I bought these two in Miami. Well, actually, yeah, my uncle said I could buy them with his credit card. They were pretty cheap. and they're classic games. So Atari's Greatest Hits, Namco Museum DS. It's a good one. It's a good game. The thing that annoys me, it doesn't have Miss Pac-Man. I mean, it has Pac-Man, but not Miss Pac-Man. That's a little bit stupid. And I bought 2 3DS games, Ocarina of Time 3D, and a game for perverts that are alive dimensions. I say for perverts because many people just play it because the women there. But I still think the game is a very good fighting game, even though I don't play fighting games in general. So now there's actually a Wii game I got. It was actually got this in Honduras. This is The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Awesome, isn't it? This is an awesome game. I don't think it is the biggest Zelda adventure of all time, because that title belongs to Wind Waker. No, sorry, not Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time. But this is still great. This is supposed to be like in the top 5 best Zelda games. And speaking of Wind Waker, I actually got a copy of Wind Waker. It didn't come with the let's say, it didn't come with the thing, the case, whatever it's called. But it's just a game. Actually, the guy, my friend who had the Game Boy player there in the back behind Godzilla there, I actually told him, you know, I'm gonna give you 1,000. Sorry, the camera lost its battery, but thanks to the power of Windows Movie Maker and computer stuff, I am back. Like I was saying, I gave this friend of mine, I said to him, I give you 1,000 lempiras, which 19 lempiras make $1. It usually was 2 lempiras make $1, but the economy in Honduras went down the shitter, so it's 19 lempiras make $1. So I told him I give you 1,000 lempiras if you give me your Game Boy player and Wind Waker. So I got it. To be honest, I know this is very controversial to have both of these at the same time in the same place, because people always said, oh, Wind Waker, it's childish and blah 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 because of the graphics. And Wind Waker and Twilight Princess had the more realistic graphics, which people praised. There's both games, like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, both games, each other has what the other doesn't. So just gonna put the Wind Waker back in here. I'll put it here with the other ones. And I actually, if you notice up here, I have an Atari. Up there, near TV. Look. And I haven't found a way to hook it up to TV, but I found this like in an Anufacalp, which is a place where you just sell your old stuff there, you give them and they buy it. And I found this. It's an Atari game, mint in the box, mint with manual, mint with game. It's not in a mint condition, but it looks good enough. And it just cost me €8, so hell, might as well just buy it. It's the Atari game, the Atari game that sold the most that was original. There wasn't an adaptation from a movie or sequel. This was an original game, and it's the original game that sold the most. It's called Yar's Revenge. It came mint in the box with game and manual. It's really awesome. And actually, it has in English and in German. Awesome. And now for the last few games. But first, let me show this. I'm going to probably start getting into computer games. Maybe. I'm not sure, because I don't want to put my computer full of games, I can use that space for other stuff. But this isn't really a big game. And now people are going to say, why did you pay, this much money, I think it just cost 5 or 10 euros, for a game that's generally free? And, well, I got it, and I just feel like it. I mean, it's in English, so that's a good bonus. You can't change it to German, so I don't really care. I got Angry Birds for the computer. PC. Awesome. Put it here next. Godzilla. I don't think we want to have an Angry Bird near Godzilla. That spells chaos. But now I got some other games. First, at the same place where I bought Yar's Revenge, I found this. It was just cost like 5 euros, I think, or 6. I think it was 6. It is a cartridge for NES, a game, and I wanted to have it because I have it like for 3DS, got it for free. I have it on my Wii. I have it, for the Game Boy Color, and I never had a real cartridge of it, and I really felt bad not having it, so I have it. It's Super Mario Brothers. And actually I bought this one because this is the version that most people don't have or show in videos. It's the European version. And this actually has some awesome artwork here. This artwork is actually shown as a sticker in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And I actually thought to myself, this is awesome artwork. This is the best artwork, you know, I've seen, you know, for a Mario game so far. You know, in terms of, you know, in terms of cover and stuff. I mean, Super Mario Bros. 2 and 3 also have awesome covers, but this one is the best. And now we have some other cartridge games. The friend of my sister, boyfriend, he was going to give me Nintendo 64, but he doesn't know where he has it. But he gave me some controllers, which I'm not going to show because they're just controllers. And he gave me these games. Well, it said I can pick games I want. So I picked Mario 64, which, well, I don't need to talk about. Everybody knows this game. And I got this game. And it's actually the caution things, you know, put on Nintendo likes to put caution things at the back of the cover thing. They are in English, German, and I think this is French. Not sure. But this shows that this game is in all 3 languages. You can change it. Or probably more. So, which means I don't have to download it anymore from the Virtual Console. Once that the boyfriend from my sister gives me a Nintendo 64, I can just play it. It is The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. And it's actually in gold. Well, that's not much special. I think all cartridges were made in gold. Which actually makes the gold less special. And he also gave me this game. Actually, these 2 games, he gave them to me. He said I could keep them. One was Mega Man, Dr. Wily's Revenge. And I gotta admit, this is a pretty kick-ass game. It's really awesome. But this is the definitive game, you know, of the ones that he gave me that I'm actually playing right now. I'm actually playing on my Game Boy Player. Well, not right now. I took it out for the collection video. But it's The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages. I mean, seriously, this year is a lot of Zelda for me. I mean, I have Oracle of Ages, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time. I got, you know, the manual for Ocarina of Time. And, well, I didn't want to go off topic, but I also got this. Since you can order it, well, not order it, but you get it from Nintendo for free, the Ocarina of Time soundtrack. This is awesome. I love this soundtrack. This is probably one of the best, if not the best soundtracks for a video game. And it's just freaking awesome. I love it. And also, speaking of music, my sister bought me this. It only cost €5, and I'm surprised it was this cheap. It is... I love classical music after watching Amadeus. I just love it. So she bought me this. It's like 250-year anniversary of Mozart. And I originally thought these were chocolates inside, but these are actually CDs. So yeah, that's cool. I actually thought those were those chocolates called Mozart's Balls. I've actually tried them, and they're delicious. Well, not delicious enough to keep eating them all the time, because I try to remain away from chocolate, but it's really cool. The Mozart balls are delicious and crunchy. So, actually I want to show this stuff. It's a plug-in and play game of Atari. It's a big Atari controller that has 10 games installed inside, and all you need to do is connect it to your TV like that, and it works. It has 10 games, and I like that it shows the games, you know, faithfully, not just like artwork and having like this impressive stuff and have people who play it expect, you know, awesome graphics and stuff. It shows the games in a very respectful way. The only thing that's altered is sometimes they have some little flashes here to make the game look a little bit more epic and, you know, challenging or, you know, awesome, more awesome than what it should be, but, you know, it's just a little change. I shouldn't really complain. And yeah, it's cool. Actually, since I can't play Yard's Revenge, it's actually in here, in this thing. So that helps. So now we're going proximing to the near end, but I got this. I bought this also in Miami. I hope I'm not putting my uncle in debts because of this, but I got an Angry Bird plush. I should be careful because this thing will wanna you know, jump against the camera, so I have to keep it at a distance. Actually, I'm gonna put it over the other guard. Okay, Super Mario's there. So yeah, I'm gonna keep the Angry Bird in a shot. I know it wants a lot of, you know, it wants to be shown in the video. If I don't do it, it'll probably jump at me. Now I got some books. And you'd be like, oh, books are boring, just turn off the video. Well, I'm gonna show the most interesting ones to my audience first. These are mangas. Not really books, but they're still books, because books are those things with paper inside that you read. So these are mangas. And you'd be like, there can be mangas about anything. Dragon Ball Z, Inuyasha, or, I don't know, whatever. But these, I found these in Honduras, and these 5. I mean, I was like, oh my god, I have to buy this. I seriously had to fucking buy this. And it's 5 mangas, actually. All 5 mangas of Zelda. It's Ocarina of Time Part 1, Ocarina of Time Part 2, Majora's Mask, Oracle of Seasons, and Oracle of Ages. This is freaking awesome. The thing is that there's still 5 more missing. I couldn't find them. I find them here, but they're all in German. I really want to have the English versions because, well, one, the collection is already in English started, should be finished in English. Would make no sense to have like 5 mangas in English and the other 5 in German. It looks stupid. Okay, mangas go here, and now these are actually some books that, well, not interesting to you people, but I found them to be really good. This book is a diary about a girl during World War II, and we read the play based on it. We read it and watched the film based on it. I was really fascinated by the film. It was really good and very well made. And I read the diary. We're actually going to read it again this year. Well, not again. For me, it's again because I was in 8th grade. We read it, the play, not the book. But now this year, I'm in 8th grade again because for some reason, and they're going to read it. I already have it read already in English. So it's The Diary of Anne Frank. Well, it's Diary of a Young Girl. I like this saying The Diary of Anne Frank better because just The Diary of a Young Girl is like, who's the young girl? I know it says Anne Frank on top here, but I just like saying The Diary of Anne Frank better. And now this book, I haven't really finished it, but I've watched a movie based on it. And I think it's a very well made movie. And the book is a million times better because it has a lot more. I'm not saying that the movie is bad because of that, it's just that the book can incorporate more, because in a movie you have directors and everything, well, a director, writers and everything, and they have to work together to make it, and this can't be that long of a movie. But in the book, it's only one person who writes and thinks. And this book is very important, well, in American culture. I highly recommend you read it. I haven't finished it. You can see that here. I haven't finished it, but I'm gonna finish reading it. It's just an amazing book. It's called, I know the title doesn't make any sense, but it's called To Kill a Mockingbird, written by Harper Lee. You know, it's it's very good. It's a very well written book, and it's great. I mean, I just can't even describe it. So let's see all this stuff I got. Actually holding it by the tripod for some reason, but it still works. So I got books, Angry Birds, plush, and game. 3DS and DS games, you know, cartridge games. Got CD music, mangas, Atari game, NES game, movies. I got Godzilla figures, and that Atari thing. And I'm probably gonna do a video about my whole room, but there's still some stuff that needs to be fixed, like I still have to format the computer because, I don't know, I just want the computer to have a fresh start. Okay, well, thanks for watching people, and I'm probably gonna do more videos soon, and please stay tuned and watch my videos, and don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day.